Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. So I got a little time. Let's knock out another thing I need to talk about, and that's how the Democrats can't win without fake stuff. We'll just call it fake stuff. They can't win without it. I don't know why they even want to run. Me personally, I think it's like the Democratic Party is a lot worse than the Republican Party. If you vote for Republicans and they actual real conservatives, they're not gonna really do damage to your lifestyle. They're gonna let you live, so on and so forth. Now, there's some conservatives I don't like. I don't like these sellout conservatives, married to white people, only deal with white people. Like, I used to like Candace Owens until I learned more about her. I don't hate her. Like, I agree with her on some stuff, but like, I'm not really a fan. Or this Angry Prepper dude. I don't like him either. Like, from what I hear from this dude, what are you prepping for? Like, you should be prepping your mind not to see white people as gods. That's what you should be prepping. But who's keeping score? What you do don't really affect me. You know what I mean? You know, your shilling doesn't affect me. And I noticed that you tried to respond to me in the comments. Wasn't even like, I looked at your comment like, I mean, what is he even saying? Like, he ain't saying nothing. So I didn't really dig into you like I normally do people. But I know your type. And your type, you the same color, but you what I call a spray painted ninja. You're not really down with us. You're not really one of us. You just got the little tint that we got in your skin. That's about it. That's all we got in common. You know, because my God is above, and my God will never be a race of people. Never. But so I'm conservative, but I don't put me with them. Don't put me with them. They owe us reparations. I believe in reparations. Like, I think it was more to the slavery story. I think it was in some ways worser than we know. And I think in some ways it was a different angle in play. So I ain't with them. Like, I know some of y'all like to lump us together. But listen, I mean, we ain't even got to get into the issues here. Like, we know that if we put y'all in there, it ain't gonna be about the U.S. It's gonna be about the world, and that ain't what we need here. See, when you dealing with me, you dealing with somebody that really knows this political stuff. And I know that you gotta focus on home before you focus on other places. So if you got poor people in your house, like, that's like, what kind of father would say, well, I got to take care of these people out here, and then he come back home and it ain't no money for the people at home? That's why we gotta get either Trump or another true conservative as the president. And we do need to bipartisan. We need to keep it equal in terms of the House and the Senate. You don't want neither one of the extremes. And then I think people is more taken care of if we do it that way. You know what I mean? So I don't believe in the full Democratic House and Senate, and I don't believe in the full Republican House and Senate. But even if it was a full Republican House and Senate, I don't think, like, people try to say, oh, they're going to get rid of Social Security. We had a full Republican sweep. Did they get rid of Social Security? But I don't think I don't like that, trying to tell people how they could think and force people what to do with their body. No. So it's a no to Joe. Say no to Joe. Ain't no Joe Biden. We got to, hey man, I know you like to shake invisible hands, but here, I'm offering you a handshake, telling you, enjoy your retirement. Go in your basement with some ice cream. Get you an ice cream freezer if you need to. But we don't need to see you eating ice cream when other countries trying to punk us. So we want you, here you go, Joe. Hey, man, it was nice, man. You did damage, but you didn't do too much damage. So see you later. Let's get Trump back in there. And as long as Trump, don't come in here trying to force no rinky-dink stuff, man. Don't come in here with that. Do not come in here trying to tell people what they do with their bodies and stuff like that. In terms of, y'all know what I'm saying. So, okay, let me ask you this. So you think the answer is getting rid of weapons, right? Okay, so if somebody gets stabbed tonight, I shouldn't cut my steak with a knife? Come on, man, that's dumb. And y'all voting for these clowns, man. Y'all voting for them. So if somebody gets stabbed anywhere in the United States tonight, I shouldn't cut my steak with a knife. I shouldn't cut my food. Get out of here with that, man. Now, just like if somebody goes off and does some massive damage with a firearm, it ain't me doing it. It ain't Joe A, Joe B, Joe C doing it. So why would you punish everybody for what this person do? And you just make sure it ain't nobody behind this person, abracadabra in this person. You see what I'm saying? That's what you can focus on. You can focus on making sure that you have nothing to do with that. That these groups we just gonna call them, ain't got nothing to do with it. Focus on that. But don't focus on, oh, well, somebody got shot. Oh, well, let's limit the magazine. And then you want to instigate helping people against these nations that are trying to attack us on the ground. And you want us to have little 22s with 6 shots if they attack us on the ground. Get out of here. Get. I'm going to talk to you like a dog. Get. You think somebody dumb? Now, I know your type. Because I know the history. Yeah, we just like little children, right? Can't do nothing on our own, right? I can do a lot on my own. Just don't get in my way. Let your insecurities remain within. Don't get in the way of my life and the other lives of other Americans. Oh, I know a lot of y'all don't think I'm an American. I'm an American. I was born here. I was raised here. My ancestors was over here. Now, I know some of y'all, you buying into the division. You're white supremacists. Whoa, black people, get out of here. Educate yourself. If you white and you still think black people is your enemy, you got a lot to learn. If you black and you still think white people is your enemy, you got a lot to learn. You need to catch up. You earthly illiterate. You illiterate of how the earth works. You United States illiterate. If you think it's a white versus a black thing. I don't care. And hey, listen, y'all can stop buying off into this stuff too. With the police, are these really police? Who keeping score? Now, and by the way, they have a job to do and nobody's perfect. That's that too. Y'all hate police. Y'all penalizing every police officer for what a couple police officers do. That ain't fair either. Because if 10 dudes invade your house, what's the first thing you gonna do if you can? Y'all women, you already know y'all gonna try to call the police to come help you, right? And they gonna come help you if they can make it there on time. You know, they got a problem being on time sometimes. But so stop bashing them. Which what Joe Biden wouldn't even say law enforcement. Remember, Trump ate him alive. He said, say law enforcement. He wouldn't even say it. He just looked down. That's because they want chaos. So they could bring in order, which to them is probably slavery of some form. Universal wage, all that stuff is slavery. If a person can make it to 6 figures, let them do it. If they can make it to 7 figures, let them do it. Why would you stand in the way for some people that don't want to do nothing? If they don't want to do what they need to do, why would you penalize the other people? And why would you, and poor people, why would you care what rich people think? So it's like, it's a lot of political work that need to be done. And I think to do it, like I say, hey, Joe, shake my hand, Joe. Here's a real hand for you. Here's a real hand. I'll shake your hand. This is what I'll do. If I see Joe Biden, I'm going to shake his hand and tell him, have a nice retirement. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say it in a polite way. Have a nice retirement, man. You shouldn't be thinking about, you say, well, Trump shouldn't either. Man, Trump way more sharp. Way more sharp. And like I told y'all, this is a business nation. This not, you, if you live in the U.S., you should be trying to conduct some type of business to capitalize. This is a capitalistic nation. Let's keep it that way. We ain't worried about the rest of the world right now. Y'all got to stop worrying about them. Don't break us worrying about them. Don't tax us. Well, and that's another thing. That's another thing that I don't mind, but I don't agree with. If you gonna tell people to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, right? Then shouldn't you be telling these rich guys building these stadiums that too? Let me get off of here if I, mess my channel up.